only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long,
Oh,
long
oh,
wait
hey
while
guys.
I'm sitting in committee, but I
Oh, sorry about that. And yeah, um, hmm, what do you think I would sit here and listen to the Bill song with you guys not here? Am I really that dorky of a person? Yeah, actually, I probably am. Um, but hey, anyway, so really, this is only for a third hour, but I'll probably play it again seventh hour because I don't want you to miss out on the experience of it all, right? Um, so I'm obviously gone today, and we were kind of ready to wrap up or move on to a new lesson type thing because we did our vocab, quiz and stuff. Um, so what am I going to have you do today? Well, I figured you don't want to probably take notes with me, not here, but we do need to take some notes. And I figured you probably don't want to do another iCivics packet. And no, I'm not that nice. I'm just going to let you play Executive Command or Win the White House. Yet those are great games. Um, so what can we do to like further our education, right, and make sure your time is worth it? Because after all, that's kind of what it's really about. And especially with government, I know some of you don't like it, and I know, you might, as an eighth grader, figure it's hard to relate to your life. But in school, and I've said this before, but like we always complain about things relating to our life and when do I need to know it and blah blah blah. And I said before too that sure you can be that slugging around Earth and like it won't matter, I guess, in some ways, but in some ways it still will because everyone pretty much, hopefully, you're going to pay taxes. I mean, if you're not paying taxes, you're either a like something hopefully I'm just gonna say, hopefully you're paying taxes, right? And like, so no matter what you're doing, the government's gonna impact you because you're a U.S. citizen, um, right? And you're a U.S. citizen because of what amendment? Mm, 14, whatever direction that would be on the screen. 14, right? Um, okay, well, to make your time worth it and to try to get you to have some fun, if I can use that word, um, I do have some readings I want you guys to do. And yeah, reading all hour maybe doesn't sound like your cup of tea. Um, sorry, but um, I have some readings that I actually did read, just so you're aware, um, and about a lot of different topics. Because after all, I want it to be about you and like what you're maybe interested in. So like these are all topics that we've kind of touched on, um, but I haven't we haven't taken formal notes for a while, and I know like some of you have asked about taking more notes, and we will because I, for one, like taking notes. I think it's for one, it cuts out all the fluff. For two, it tells me what the teacher really wants me to know. For three, when we take our tests, like it's easier to go back and look at. Um, so I like notes, and we'll do them. But for today, we won't, and we're not going to do nice civicsing either. What we are going to do is or I should say what you have the opportunity to do, is look at some helper articles about a lot of different topics that maybe you find interesting. They're kind of short, and so because of that, and because I know you guys can do it, I want you to do two, okay? But you can pick any two out of these, okay? One's just about the executive branch in general, right? And so please read it and do the questions. I know that seems like a lot, but um, you have all hour, okay, to do it. And, so just general information about the executive branch. It's not about the president in particular. It's not about one thing in particular. It's just the executive branch, right? A lot of it should look familiar or sound familiar, especially after our vocab quiz. Okay, which is why we did the vocab quiz. Okay, another thing would be the president's role in passing laws. And I picked this one because I mentioned this quite a bit in class. I talk about President Trump, President Trump's tax plan, and I talk about DACA, which is Obamacare. And so what is President Trump's role in that process as because if you remember from the crash course video, he has legislative initiative, which means he can kind of write the laws and or highly suggest what they should say, even though he can't actually formally write them or propose them, if you remember, because that's whose job? Congress, right? All right. So we could read that one. Okay. Another one that we could read would be just keeping things in check, the three branches of government. So it's going to talk a lot more about obviously separation of powers and checks and balances. Hopefully you remember what those are from the vocab quiz. And so if you want some more examples of how that works and why it's important, look at this one. All right. Another one would be commander in chief. I know when we did our departments, a lot of people seem more interested in like DHS, or which is Department of Homeland Security, or DoD, Department of Defense. Even if someone did VA, Veterans Affairs, that kind of thing. So, obviously the President Trump currently, but whoever's president is going to be, as commander in chief. Hopefully now you remember what that means. But if you want to go a little bit more in depth with like how he's commander in chief and what he does, with what he actually does, I should just say, I'm just going to there, is this might be a factor for you. And then last but not least, kind of a throwback to one that we've already done, but I didn't want you to move on to a different branch. Just like we have one about the executive branch, we have one about the legislative branch right here. All right, so again, a lot of this is going to talk about things that we've already talked about, but that's good because as we know, and I'm speaking for myself too, I hear something once, I'm not going to remember it. And we haven't read this before, as far as I'm pretty sure, right? I don't think so. No. Okay. And even if we did, that's not bad. But we haven't read this before, so we can look at it and kind of review it. And so the legislative branch, right? And the powers that the legislative branch has. So I know there's only five, but that's okay. Five is enough. So I just want you to pick two. Do the questions. They're multiple choice, short answer. I mean, they're not super hard to do. Annotating is always good. So I would actually like for you to annotate as well. And the reason being is then tomorrow, which is actually going to be on Thursday, what I thought we could do is do a share out of like our annotations. So the only reason why I'm not just letting you annotate, by the way, is because I know we are not quite to the level of annotations that I kind of wish we were, if that makes sense. And I don't want to say I don't trust you, but like some of our annotations are deeper than others. And so I don't want people just to annotate like the first two sentences and then think they're done. So do the questions as well. Okay. But do expect that like Thursday, I would love, 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 love to like be able to have a conversation of like questions you had, thoughts you had, comments you had, things you wondered, which is a question. But whatever. Like while you read it and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I guess that's really all I got. By the way, I wish I was here just so you know where I'm at because I don't care. I'll tell you. I had a dentist appointment, and yeah, like it's hard to get in on weekends, and it just ended up being today. So I'll be here in the afternoon. Maybe I'll see you. But if not, have fun with that. I know it's probably not the most exciting thing to do, but um, I'll see you guys later. All right. My stupid playlist is broken. Why is it playing all my favorite songs? I mean, really? Is it really going to rent me out on YouTube where maybe thousands or hundreds of viewers are going to come to this channel? Or maybe the 40 viewers that I've ever had at most? But hey, that's pretty cool. Um, no, just so you guys know, I do not sit and listen to the CNN sad song on Fridays, which to me isn't really that sad. But Anyway, bye.